Hey everybody, my name is Phil.
I'm Erika.
And today we're going to be watching episode 2 of The Chosen. So we watched episode 1 not too long ago. I thought it was really good. My first time watching, obviously that's what this series is about. But was actually surprised. Not only by like the quality of it, but the timeline and like where it started. I thought it was going to be like the birth of Christ and going through all of those and all the chosen people throughout this journey. But I'm excited with where the story is. We just met Matthew, Simon, Andrew, and Mary. And yeah, we'll see what happens. And
Nicodemus.
big, oh, sorry, I was going to say the big dude.
Oh.
Nicodemus, of course. Respect Nicodemus. And, Jesus as well. So let's see where they go in this episode.
Was there a Shabbat when you were little?
Of course. Since the time of the covenant.
Every 7 days. Why so many, Savta?
Shabbat is a time for rest and time to honor three things: family, our people, and God.
Woman of valor, who can find her?
This is the Eshet Chayil, an ode to women of valor.
You know this dude?
Far beyond jewelry is her value. Her husband's heart trusts in her, and he should lack no fortune.
There!
Saw that same actor, present day. Jesus' day.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Wait a second. Must be his great.
Nah, it's a skin routine.
It's so interesting how they honor the Sabbath so much. Like, just the things that they do. Like nowadays, it's just church and
then brunch.
And brunch. Church and brunch. The Jesus is really good.
Like the actor?
The actor.
Oh.
Like how he
Because
plays
the
it.
Jesus is,
Yeah.
he is really good.
I'm sorry. Excuse me, sorry. I'm sorry.
Who's this?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
This was a horrible idea. Gaius, we must see Quintus. For what? He does not need to clarify anything for you. I mean, do you have any idea who... No, clearly, you do not. Dumb question.
Idea of what?
Who you are dealing with.
Yes, I do.
Really?
Yes.
So a Jew tax collector and his escort demand to see the praetor of Judea. It's urgent, they say. A matter of life and death. Well, last night burned very hot, and today I'm ash, so I'll get to the point. Why should I not kill you both?
Did you hire a man to spy on Jewish merchant vessels fishing on Shabbat to avoid taxation?
Yes. Simon. He's in your district?
He is.
His debts are forgiven. Surprise.
As well as those of his brother?
Yes. Forgiven. Goodbye.
I do not find Simon reliable. Once he was deficient in his taxes, and when I pursued remedy, I discovered that he had spent an inordinate amount on games of chance at a local establishment.
You just killed me. He's like, yo, you...
Stay there a moment, Captain. Are you saying I made a bad deal?
Yes.
Oh.
I may yet have need of your keen powers of observation, Matthew. A special assignment.
I would relish the opportunity, Dominus.
Of course you would.
Whoa.
Really wants to figure this out.
Yeah.
Main character energy.
What is so urgent, Shmuel?
The judges of our Sanhedrin sent for you. The Avbedin himself requests your presence.
What happened?
Yeah, something happened. He saw Mary?
You're just next door.
I was given the impression it was a matter of some Urgency?
We are considering a formal inquiry.
What are the charges?
A miracle, Rabbi of Rabbis. The woman in the red quarter to whom you offered rights, she is redeemed.
You saw her?
Yes, teacher. Perfectly restored and radiant.
Where?
At the hairdresser's at the market.
Men are not allowed at the hairdressers.
Of course, I did not go in. But she was on an errand. I believed my eyes betrayed me, so I followed until I was certain.
That's wild. Back then, you'd really just go off of your word. Like,
News of this kind, it grows legs.
How did stories get around back then?
just word of mouth. Like
Like
this.
over
You just trust
months.
one person's account. Like, they just trusted that guy.
Whoever it is, they're definitely sailing tomorrow. We got him.
We got. Those are our brothers. Tobiah looks to you before his own father.
So what? Well, it's my fault that a dumb kid doesn't know better?
Wow. Wow.
I keep waiting for you to tell me this is all part of a plan to double-cross the Romans.
Andrew, there's a crew out there. That crew is stealing food out of Eden's mouth. They're gonna take our boat, maybe our lives.
Maybe, but we made our choices too.
You think this was a choice?
Jews are odd.
People are.
How can you not have a relationship with your own father?
He says he has no son.
Maybe I could be.
Can you imagine?
Got them. At least I think they're right. That's what everyone has to say.
She looks so much better
I would not have
when the
guessed that
lighting
Mary's first
isn't
Shabbat
dark.
dinner in,
Yeah,
a little,
she's beautiful.
in a long while. I barely remember how to do it. It'll be great.
I know how to make the bread.
It's you. It's real. Lilith.
I don't answer to that name. I am Mary. I was born Mary.
But you were called Lilith, yes?
Please, I must go.
No. I'm a Pharisee. I'm visiting from Jerusalem. I'm a man of God. And I believe you have experienced a miracle, Mary.
Are you really a Pharisee?
Yes.
There are rules.
I'm sorry, I wasn't. I'm not here to enforce Jewish law.
Oh, she put on her.
So how do you know who I am?
But you are healed. That much is clear. I just want to understand how it happened.
He called me Mary. He said, I am his. I am redeemed.
And it was so. Who did this?
I don't know his name. And even if I did, I could not tell you.
Why not?
His time for men to know has not yet come.
It's time for men. He performs miracles and seeks no credit.
Why do them at all?
What does he look like?
I don't know why I am sharing this with you. I don't understand it myself. But here is what I can tell you. I was one way. And now I am completely different. And the thing that happened in between was him. I have to be home to prepare for Shabbat, as I'm sure you do.
So men that you're even hosting Shabbat dinner.
It will be nothing like yours, I'm sure of that. But I'm going to try. Shabbat Shalom, Nicodemus.
Wow.
A Pharisee.
So touched.
Wow. So who came to her? Was it God, Jesus, or like the Holy Spirit?
No.
All three of them? You gonna hurt her? What's going on? Oh, he's tired.
Yeah, I just woke up. Cheers. It's like that Instagram
Women
video.
still be doing this.
How's fishing?
It's fine.
Really?
You're surprised? I just need to work hard to get through it, and I'll get caught up tonight, and I'll be right on the way.
Tonight? What do you mean?
I'm not happy about this either. I need to work tonight
You
so that
need to work on Shabbat.
it's a special circumstance. I can't get into it right now.
You answer to God, not me. But next time, you answer to the both of us. Because whatever this is, I don't have the strength for it twice.
Yeah, who does he spend Shabbat with? This is every week, huh?
Mm-hmm.
If there's any left when I come back, I'll give it to you.
Such an interesting choice.
What?
Like putting him on the spectrum.
Yeah, apparently theologists, like based on reports about him and how he was, it seemed
It matched.
likely.
Is that his dad?
I think it's his family.
He does this every week.
Oh,
He prepares it and he brings.
leaves.
It is very different.
What?
His dinner.
Do you know the significance?
Tell me.
200 years ago, we were ruled by the Greek king Antiochus IV. It wasn't until the Maccabees revolted and ushered in the Hasmonean dynasty that our worship was restored.
You are as smart as you are handsome.
Who is responsible for suppressing our worship now? I fear I know the answer.
I don't get it. What? I am not wise.
Presence in Capernaum. You make us whole.
Do you want to talk about it?
No.
Only
Okay.
God can do that.
Bro, man, just like say welcome, come on in. Like, but his whole point with that conversation was that like rituals are suppressing true worship,
Wow.
and
Okay.
like that's why he's mad at this. He's like,
Right.
A woman of valor, who can find?
oh, they recite this all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, like he was talking about before, it was that empire that was suppressing their
Yeah.
their worship, and he's like, he has a feeling he knows what it is now. He's looking over at the like I don't know, the pomp and circumstance and all of that.
How everything's all dressed
Yeah.
up and it's really just.
And then look at this, like it's like very
This is a fine place.
Like really based on love and
yeah, it's what you have as opposed to like just kind of
making it all showy.
For the
And
Yeah.
meal, Barnaby. Not that he waited.
like
Looking
that's
as
probably
handsome
why
as
it did
ever,
him. And
Barnaby.
it's like, and she said it's
Lucky
nothing
guess,
gonna be like compared to what yours is gonna be. But this is what it should be.
Is this
Just
the
like at the
place?
beginning,
If Mary's here, it is.
right? It was just community.
Do I know you?
Oh,
Oh, no. Please come in. You're most welcome here.
can we help?
You don't think Nico's gonna show up?
Yes, I don't know what I am doing.
I see food. That's a victory.
Hey,
If I'm not doing
kind of
something
food?
or doing something wrong, you tell me.
Oh, none.
Who's the extra seat for?
For Elijah. Am I right? I remember my mother always setting an extra place for Elijah.
That's only for Passover. Just once a year at Seder.
When Seder comes, I'll have a head start on setting up.
Can I read it for you, Mary?
Stop it, Barnaby. I read better than you. My father taught me.
Very.
okay.
Like I said, you are very popular.
Or it's a Pharisee.
One of two people.
Nico.
One of two people. Either the main character or Jesus.
It's Elijah.
Hey, let's go! Let me take that seat.
Now she's like, what? How do you know that I was here?
Can I eat?
I don't want to be rude, but would it be okay if I...
Oh! Yes, of course. Please come in. I just never thought you'd, Francis is the man I told you about who helped me.
Oh, yes, yeah. Mary told us so much about you.
Oh, I hope not too much.
Because I told her not to.
True.
I'm Jesus of Nazareth.
Well, apparently something good can come from Nazareth.
Whoa. Nazareth like Brampton?
Mary, I'm honored to be here. Why don't you begin?
Now the heavens and the earth were completed and all their hosts. And God completed on the seventh day his work that he did, abstained on the seventh day from all the work he did.
This juxtaposition is nice.
He hallowed it. For thereon he abstained from all the work that God created to do.
You can have all of it, buddy.
Blessed are you, Lord our God.
Oh, he came.
Ruler
He said he was going to leave later, right?
Oh.
Creates.
You have lovingly and willingly.
This is beautifully done.
Have lovingly and willingly given us your Shabbat as an inheritance in memory of creation. Amen.
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 You hear them coming.
Behind you!
What'd you think?
It was good. It was really good. I liked how they, like I said, I was talking about it a little bit near the end there, but it was just kind of beautifully done how they centered everybody's story around Shabbat, and yeah, just kind of seeing how everybody respects it within their own means,
Yeah,
and in their own way, but like it's still an important part of their life, that relationship to God, and yeah, and then the storyline with Nico, I'm gonna call him Nico, and his, like, it looks like he's on a journey right now, just kind of realizing with some struggle, and yeah, I thought like the juxtaposition of like just his dinner versus all the other ones, and just kind of where he is spiritually versus where they are, I think that's really interesting. So yeah, it was just really, really beautifully done. I thought it was nice.
Yeah, you really see, like, I don't know, I really appreciate how they portrayed, or how they do portray Shabbat, and apparently that is how it would have been done back in the day, that it was given that much
reverence.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, it's really beautiful. Like, whenever you, like, in the Old Testament, obviously they have so many days and things that they commemorate, and they list everything out in the Bible, and it's so easy when you read through that. It's like, okay, yeah, they did this throughout the year. Like, there's so many different things that they do, but I never really imagined it, like, actually, like, played it out in my mind of what that would look like in, like, I don't know, like with family, and what that would look like with your community. It was just like, oh, these are the things that they did. But then to actually, the way that they illustrated it was like, oh wow, it was actually this holy. Because on paper it's just, it's like, oh, they just did these things, like it was just a ritual that they did. But here it was like, it was so meaningful.
You know what, actually, as you were speaking, I think it came across to me that, like, it really was only one of those Shabbat dinners that was holy. Everything else was a ritual. Everything else was in turmoil. Like, Matthew was, there's family issues.
Yeah, you're right.
There's misconnection there. He goes alone. Simon and Andrew, obviously, Simon's not respecting it. He leaves. Nico, he's conflicted by the pomp and circumstance of it. At least that's what I think of it. And then Mary's, like, true community. So people are just coming together so that they can honor. And then obviously the man himself is there.
Yeah. And she did it out of the miracle that she experienced. It was like, wow, because of this. Or, like, what did Nico say? That, like, well, she's so redeemed that now she's even hosting.
Yeah, you're
Shabbat.
even hosting
like,
Shabbat.
Yeah. Oh, that whole spiel that she did like made me wanna.
It was like a testimony, right?
My eyes got a bit watery. Yeah, because like literally everything she said is so true of like everyone else's testimony about Jesus.
Like the basic steps of it, and then everybody has their own kind of flavor.
It was like all I know is that I'm different now, and the only thing that was in between then and who I am now is him.
And it's so funny. So like, but what happens? Like, I don't know. Like no one can explain it. But that's like what the person on the other side always wants to. It's like, but what happened? Like, what did you do? He's like, that's great that it's him. But so it was Jesus, God, and it's like three of them.
Just Jesus and God. Holy Spirit doesn't come till later.
Let's fact check that. Let's fact check that. So yeah, no. I thought that was really, really great, and just like the vibe of Mary's dinner was really awesome. Just like people just showing up and like, oh hey, I heard this was. Is this okay? Can I come? And they're just like friends getting together. She didn't even know a few of them. Yeah, that was really nice.
Yeah.
Jesus catching some strays though, being from Nazareth.
Catching some strays. What?
Oh man.
Something good does come from Is Nazareth like Brampton? Oh my gosh.
It's for all my Peel region folks out there. You know what I mean.
Represent.
Okay. But yeah, really, really good episode. I'm enjoying it. I'm excited to see what happens next. We didn't really meet anybody new. We didn't kind of meet any of the other chosen, but I think there's still a lot of progression here, especially within the main character Nico. As we know. So I think it's exciting. On to the next one.
This was a good one.
All right. Well, hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you for episode 3. Peace.